If your team got guaranteed money, tell them call me.
Whoop. Make me say, my. I done been around the world.
Yeah, I was made for this.
Player performance with J.A. Cavalier.
What's going on, everyone? It is Wednesday, July 23rd. Big day on the calendar.
Mike. What day is it, Mike?
For the guy sitting that way. Just gave us a heads up that it's Coach Senior's birthday today. Big happy birthday to Coach Rick Bostad.
That is correct.
Beautiful day. Beautiful day.
Thanks for bringing Coach Junior to the world. We appreciate you.
Amen.
Hope everyone's doing well. We got a lot of action going on right now. We got 3 games final. About to be 4 live right now. Mr. Shuey, you having yourself a little bit of a day tonight, kid?
All I know is we are locked in today. I rarely go heavy on early day baseball, but when you see it, you slam it. And yeah, we finally had one losing play, a hit in the 7th or 8th inning, but we're 5-1, 1-0 on free plays. And guys, the boss isn't here to give me shit. 1-0 on Nerfies. I think we're like 5 in a row now or something. Let's just keep it rolling.
Yeah.
You got it rolling.
Yep.
We got 5 games to cover tonight. Shark and Guns were on here earlier today. They covered the first 10. They took all the heavy lifting. We got the easy side of it.
Yep.
We're getting to it. Let's go.
I live the bright lights, the type, the crowd lights. Where you at, ballers? Ladies love me and men, they want a penny, they pay to come see me. Where you at, ballers?
All right, we're going to kick it off in what Coach called the armpit of America the other day. We're going to Cleveland. We got the Orioles. We got the Guardians. Guardians are favored here. Laying 138.5 over under. We got Zach Efron and Slade Ciccone on the bump today. Coach, you like Cleveland in the first 2 games of this series. What are we playing here?
Well, you got to go with them again. I know it's hard.
Run it back.
Yeah, no, this is it's actually is this a 4-game series?
It is. Yep, we finished.
So, we talk about, trying to sweep 3 games is tough. Sweeping 4 is more difficult. We'll talk about that tomorrow maybe. But here you got Cleveland getting Zach Eflin, which, if anybody paid attention, he hasn't pitched since the end of June because he was hurt. And his last 3 starts going into, going on the IL were just horrendous. In 3 starts, he pitched a total of 9 innings, which, if you know anything about baseball, like he pitched 9 innings in 3 games, like something's wrong. So what was wrong is he gave up 27 hits, 6 home runs, and 17 earned runs. He might as well have been a jugs machine or a tee. I mean, whatever. But he's, he doesn't strike out a lot of dudes. His hard hit rate's right around 40 now, which is troublesome. So the way Cleveland's hitting the ball, I'm not a Slade Ciccone fan, but I don't really care who's pitching for Cleveland tonight. They're 10-2 in their last 12, over 6 runs a game. So this is all Cleveland all the way.
Luke, what say you?
Yeah, I have a lot to say. Just a quick recap. I do want to give a shout out to our big plays yesterday. Coach and I know not everyone can bet a team to win, but the Cubs and Rangers, Boyd and DeGrom just absolutely got it done. So we cashed on our Cubs plays, our Rangers plays, Rays plays. We parlayed them. Almost everything hit in terms of big plays. And then what was I going to say? Oh, I was going to say about in the chat.
Listen, they in the chat, they were saying that we were late because we were smoking weed. Man, sounds like they got us.
I'm not helping that case. No. So, yeah, I was actually looking in the chat. Guys said they, made $40K. Whether you made $40K or $10, we're here with you. But hell yeah to the guy that made $40K. And we had a couple comments here. We said, Sean, this is an important point, so I did want to bring it up before I make my pick. Sean K, up a little bit, said FanDuel won't let me do the unders for a lot of the props that Luke plays in the state of Connecticut. This is important. I'm not here to shit on a sports book, but FanDuel does not offer unders because they don't want to lose money on us sharp unders. So I actually do not advise betting on FanDuel whatsoever. Find something else. Find, DraftKings, Hard Rock. Find somewhere where you can please bet, both overs and unders. If you can only bet one way, That's a sign that the book is not playing fair. So, yeah, just wanted to get that out there. It's important because you want to be able to bet what we're telling you to bet. And you should be able to, I think, with a bunch of other books. And I'm with you, Coach, here. It's Cleveland. I mean, it's 3 in a row. They're undervaluing this team. I can't get behind Eflin because of his injury, likely a limited pitch count. And I don't mind Ciccone here. And if I had to lean prop, it's under hits allowed for Ciccone. A couple of bad recent outings. If you look at his last game, 8 hits, 6 earned, like you said. Game before that, 5 hits, 6 hits. So he got roughed up a little bit. But before that, he allowed 5 hits or less in 5 of 6 starts. And Baltimore, I know their offense has gotten a little bit better, but they rank 23rd in baseball at hits per game. So all things here, Guardians, Ciccone hits under 5.5. Giddy up? No.
It's a little one.
It's a little one. Yeah, we're not a hammer yet.
Yeah, the hammer's coming. The hammer's
coming later. Yeah.
All right, let's see if it's over here in Philadelphia. We got the Red Sox. We got the Phillies. Little ESPN action tonight, 7 o'clock start. Sox looking to avoid the sweep here. Phillies favored at home, laying 140, 8.5, the old over-under. Sox have Giolito on the bump. Luzardo for the Phillies. Luke, what's going on?
Yeah, for me, I actually have a couple plays I like here. So first off, it's Giolito to walk over 1.5, guys. This morning, it was at minus 130 odds, which is really solid. If you look, he's kind of bounces back and forth. A couple games with 2, couple with 3, and then games where it was 1 or 0. But Phillies rank really high in baseball, top 10 in terms of drawing walks. Actually, I think top 5. Let me fact check it for you while we're live. It is, yeah, they're ranked 6th in all of baseball. So they draw almost 4 walks per game. Count me for Giolito on the road to walk at least 2 Phillies tonight. I really like that play. And then I'm going to give you a second one. Why not? Small card. I like Trey Turner tonight. He's been really cold after an insane start to the year, but it's a good matchup at home. He's batting leadoff. I like him to get in the stat line tonight. Over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Could combo those together maybe. Check your book, but book it.
Coach, what do you like?
Yeah, Luke, I also like Luzardo here. I'll get to that in a second. But this for me, this is a spot where I think the value is on Boston. Giolito, I know he got roughed up in his last start, but before that, I think he had 6 straight starts. He gave up a combined 3 earned runs. And the Phillies, they're not really, they're not plating a lot of runs in these last few games. I know they won both games in the series, but I think they only scored 6 runs total. So I like Boston with Giolito on the mound. I like Boston to get after Luzardo because we know that Boston hits lefties pretty well. And Luzardo, his ERA now is above 4. And then remember that stretch where, he gave up 12 earned runs, and then the next game he comes back and gives up 8.
It's 20 between
20 and 2 games. I don't expect that to happen, but I think Boston can get after him. So where I was going with Luzardo was I think his hits prop was 4.5 this morning. So
yeah,
I think Boston can get 5 hits off Luzardo.
Coach, I love that you brought this up. So I didn't want to overwhelm and give 3 plays in one game off the bat. But I promise that play is on my VIP card. I have Luzardo over 4.5 hits because
awesome.
Boston, their most recent ranking, they hit the ball so well. They're literally, I like to fact check live, they're 5th in all of baseball, 9 hits a game. Can they get half of that against Luzardo? I think so, like you said.
Yeah. And they're 3rd in WRC plus, 113, averages 100, 113 against lefties for the season. But the big thing, maybe they don't win, but I'm going to play Boston plus 1.5 because I think they can keep this close. They cover when they're on the road. So when they go on the road, especially teams that have, they're above 500, teams that win, they just, their game gets dialed up a little bit more when they're on the road against a really good team. They're actually 28-23 against the spread in their road games this year. And in their last 15 road games, 11-4 on the run line. So I like Boston plus the 1.5. And then I do like the Luzardo prop
We just dialed up quite a few plays. But hey, heck, almost a parlay in this game. And thank you guys in the chat. Chad mentioned Turner's line now 2.5. And Jay Money said he got it because I posted it earlier this morning at 1.5. Of course, lines move when you're sharp. It's now 2.5, but get it where you can get it. I like him either way, but my official play is 1.5. So
just a quick little heads up, guys. Everybody's coach's link for his Telegram channel is in the description. Luke's link for his Telegram channel is in the description. I know Luke is up and at it at the ass crack of dawn with these free plays. So
I'm an early riser, man. Yeah. Early bird gets the worm. When you got two kids this little, you got to be up by 4:45 cranking. So
we got the other one right around the corner. She's any day now, right?
I know. One of these shows is going to be my last show for a week. Got it. Well, we welcome another one.
Well, hopefully the phone doesn't ring. We got 3 games to go. Let's keep it professional, fellas. All right. Let's move up north of the border here. We got the Yanks and we got the Jays. Yankees are favored here, laying 140. We got Max Fried. We got Bassett. Yanks got the first win of the season against the Jays last night. Coach, can we go 2 in a row here for the Bombers?
Ask yourself and ask everybody in the chat. Do you trust the Yankees to win? I mean, especially they're going to face Chris Bassett. Like the guy's, he's a machine, especially at home, unbeaten. 2.53 ERA at home, like huge strikeout numbers at home. Like, do you trust that? I mean, I don't. I'd love to trust Max Fried. I'd love to support him and back him. But the Yankees haven't really supported him, and he's given up some runs. Like his last 3 starts, I think he's given up at least 3 earned runs, which, he still has a couple quality starts, but that's unlike Max Fried. So still, he's one of the best pitchers in the majors, 2.43 ERA. He's 11-3. He's got great numbers against Toronto. 4? I think it's 4 starts, 5 starts, a sub-2 ERA. So, if I'm going to play anything here, and officially I'm passing on this because, like I said, I can't trust the Yankees here. But I kind of like the under just because I think both pitchers are going to pitch very well. If you go back to game 1, Gausman's a righty who, he's got some interesting stuff, great changeup and sinker. But, a guy like Bassett is very similar to Gausman, and although I think he's pitching better right now. So I think Bassett does well against the Yankees, and this game goes under 8.5.
Luke, what are you targeting?
So I'm very well aligned with Coach here. Not shockingly, we usually see the board the same. I don't love anything here because I think this game is likely to be kind of a battle. I actually see it low scoring as well. What I do like, and this is kind of a niche play, it's a strong lean. It's not a VIP play, but I am taking it. It's Max Fried over 17.5 outs. Even if he's getting hit, like you guys are saying, he got hit up by the Cubs, a little bit by the Mets and the Jays last time out. He's going to go his 6 innings, in my opinion. And that's strictly because he's in the zone. He always pitches in the zone. And Toronto swings so early in the count. There's innings where they'll literally see 6 pitches. I've seen it many times when they're playing. So I think Fried's going to give them 6, even if he's allowing, 5 hits or a couple earned runs. So give me over 17.5 outs, super strong lean.
Yeah. And Chad, I actually like that, lean towards Toronto on the money line. Getting them as an underdog at home, like they're on fire at home. I don't, what is it, 31-19 or something like that. Plus Bassett hasn't been beat at home. So that's actually a pretty good take. I could get behind that.
Yeah, I love it. And I'm actually, I like the comment by Jay Kendo here. He said he likes unders. I'm going to be honest. Beginning of the year, I was taking too many overs. My sauce is always the unders, particularly second half of baseball, because it tends to be pitchers really, really get going second half of baseball. So as you saw my card, you posted it, I took all unders this morning and 5 out of the 6 hit. So we're going to keep on the unders train. There are some over spots, of course. You got to be selective, but I'm with you, Jay Kendo.
Amen.
All right, let's head to the Sunshine State. We got the White Sox and we got the Rays. Rays heavy favors here, -220, 8.5 over under. We got Cannon, we got Bradley. Rubber game here, Luke. Who do you see making an impact?
Yeah, for me, it has to be the Rays. It's a game where I don't single out a lot of offensive players. It's a tough picking for me for player props on the offensive side. So pitching's been lighting it up here. I'm going with, it's not my play of the day, but Taj Bradley to win. I really like that prop here. It's plus 130. I do think the Rays get it done. I know Bradley's stats are not like, jaw dropping this season, but it's a game that I think they take the series here. Is this a 3 or 4 gamer? I did not check. It doesn't matter in my cap, but
I assumed it was a 3.
Yeah, this series ends today. So I think the Rays get it done for the second night in a row. I think they'll get on Jonathan Cannon and take it as the home team. So give me Bradley to win plus 130.
Coach, how about you?
Yeah, I actually like that pick. But this is a game. It's just like last night. Heavy favorite Tampa Bay, and I think was this the game where we advised, hey, take the money line, even though it was minus 220 or 230, right? So,
yeah, kind of. And I think part of it we said was like the ballpark and things you just don't know.
Yep. Yeah.
And one last point
for.
Well, yeah, one last thing. I didn't get Bradley's thing pulled up quick enough, but his last 3 starts tremendous. 2.04 ERA, 6 shutout against Baltimore, 6 innings, 1 earned run against Boston. So he is pitching well, which is even more reason for me to take him today.
Yeah, which is why, and you mentioned, he doesn't have great stats. I know his ERA is 4.35, but if you look at his expected numbers, his expected ERA is like 3.56, I believe. So like you've seen the regression coming already, and I think you're going to continue to see that. Although, again, I talk about recency bias all the time. Like, am I going to trust Tampa Bay to win by 2? No, I'm not, because Jonathan Cannon actually is pitching pretty well. He's given up 2 earned runs or less in each of his last 4 starts, and the White Sox won all 4 of those starts. So I do think Tampa Bay is the side here, but I won't trust them to cover the run line. So I would once again back the Rays, but I would take the money line.
Love it.
Yep.
All right. Last game up. We're out in Texas. We got the A's. We got the Rangers. Rangers favorite at home, laying 145, 8.5 over under. We got JP Sears. We got Patrick Corbin. Coach, we know Corbin very, very well. Can he provide the goods to complete the sweep here?
Yeah, well, it's no longer, the weekly Patrick Corbin holiday, right? We know that. I mean, he's, his record's only 6-7. He'd probably be a little bit better if Texas could have hit in the first half of the season. But, sub 4 ERA, 3.91. What the heck?
Not my house.
Yeah, I think it's
mine. I think, of course, there's a fire alarm going on.
We're too hot. We're just way too hot right now.
Yeah, we're on fire. But, yeah, I think Corbin gets it done here. The A's, they're just, they're on the road, which, they don't play very well on the road. Sears, every now and then, like he finds something and, has a decent outing, but, his last start, he gave up 2 homers and 6 earned runs. And the Rangers they've found some life in their offense. So for me, this is Texas all the way here. And Corbin actually I think he had 2 starts against these guys this season. He's got 4 total. His ERA is below 3. I think he pitches well enough for them to get the sweep here.
Luke? They said 5-1 was too much. Fire alarm. I almost wish I was disagreeing with Coach more today, but we just see it the same. I really like a fade spot of an A's guy and backing Corbin here. And let me break it down. So if you guys watched the show, I've been a huge Jacob Wilson fan this whole year. First time All-Star, hitting like at one point he was hitting like 360 for like an extended period of time. But the man has cooled off. The dude is literally hitting 140 since July 1st. That is 6 for 43. It's about as bad as it gets. And he's only 1 for 4 against Corbin in his career. He's batting leadoff, so you can actually still get really good value on his under total bases because he's going to get 4 or 5 plate appearances. I know that. I don't think he's getting an extra base hit, so it'll be a stretch. In order for him to cover, I think he has to get 2 hits. I don't think he does it when he's this ice cold. Best play of the day. I don't want to give it away. I just did, but it's Jacob Wilson under 1.5 total bases. Sorry, I'm too excited about it. And then to go with Coach, though, my other play in this game is Patrick Corbin under 2.5 earned runs allowed. And his numbers against the A's, aren't great, but the line functionality here is strong. He's gone under this in 3 straight games. I love him at home tonight against the A's under 2.5 earned runs allowed. two sharp props.
I like it.
Book it.
In both his starts against the A's, he gave up 2 earned runs.
Yeah,
the 2 this season. He gave up 2. So it's solid. I like it.
It's actually a great point. Is the numbers, and that's why I liked this. Is when you see his batting, batter versus pitcher history, it doesn't look good, but a lot of it's from prior seasons. So
right.
His pitching this year's looked really good against the A's team. So
sign
me up. I agree. It's kind of a shame that we don't get every 5th day to kind of celebrate fading him, but now we're backing him.
That's fine. That's fine. We'll take it. I saw somebody mention Corbin lost the A's last time. I think he split the 2 games, but the rain. I don't know what the lines were in those games, but the Rangers typically, when they are favored, they win. So if you go back and look, I believe they're 33-15 as a favorite.
Really?
Yeah. So when
that's actually
and this line is telling you it's Texas. So
you know what that means too is like you said that's the A's when they're favored.
Rangers.
Oh, the Rangers. Okay.
Rangers
I feel like in a lot of those games, because they haven't been that good this year, they probably aren't large favorites. So you're probably really profitable.
Right. Well, just lines. Is it 150 still?
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
145 when we started the show.
Yeah. So that's that's telling you something, and I think another reason why you would lean on Texas tonight.
I like that.
5 games down. That's the whole day.
That's
coming into best bets. All right, Luke, you're the hot one with the fire alarms going off. Start us off here. Best bet.
I just gave it away, but let me make sure the line is accurate. It's Jacob Wilson, Athletics, under 1.5 total bases. But I'm not seeing his name on my live sheet, and it's concerning me. So let me double check. Is he playing? Let's look. I got it right here. He is. I still have him at -130. Or -135. Official play. Wilson under 1.5 total bases. Book it.
Book that shit. Coach, what do we giddy up and on?
I'll go back to the if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So Cleveland, right? I mean, Eflin's coming back from an injury. He's probably going to struggle. I mean, I don't know if they'd explode on him, but I don't care who's pitching for Cleveland. They've just been playing so well, hitting the ball. And I like the Guardians money line. That is definitely a idiot.
Never gets old.
No.
All right, guys. That's all we got for today. Thanks for joining us. We got our best bets out there. Give you a look at all 5 night games tonight. Links for everybody's Telegram, like I said earlier, is in the description below.
We'll dial up a parlay again tomorrow, and it's a bigger card. Or tomorrow or Friday. I guess is tomorrow slow again. We got tomorrow's a tiny card too.
But here, let me mention this before we go. I saw way back in the chat somebody, or maybe 2 people, mentioned Arizona. I like the D-backs here. Somebody mentioned Houston in the first 5. I would shy away from that just because Arizona is one of the better first 5 teams. I actually liked Houston in the first 5 last night. Arizona actually covered last night in the first 5, even though Houston won the game. Brandon Pfaadt, I mentioned him probably 2 or 3 starts ago, and I think Jay laughed at me about Brandon Pfaadt, and look at what he's doing. So, if you want to get behind something, get behind Arizona and Brandon Pfaadt, and, again, play it in the first 5 just because they are very good in the first 5.
I mean, what else do you guys want from us here? Like, look at everything we're doing for you. You're welcome. Yo, welcome.
Amen.
Only way we can possibly ask you guys to thank us. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Turn your notifications on. We are live 5 days a week here. Actually, no, we are live 7 days a week. Shark and Guns on the weekend show. That sucker goes off at 11 a.m. We come in here live around 3 o'clock-ish. Enough. Close enough. All right, guys. We'll see you back over here tomorrow. Until then, always remember, bet with your heads. Never above them. Play smart, play responsible. Have a great one.
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing. Don't give give a fuck if I